All right, boys and girls, welcome back to the drive-thru. Special shout-out to Fridays. Let's hear it for Fridays. No, not TGI Fridays. The day of the week, Fridays. That's what we're shouting out. Okay, can I explain to you one more time why 7 to the 0 equals 1? Kids hate this, but it's just because there's a system, and the system has to work. You can't have exceptions to rules. So what if you considered 7 to the 0, 7 to the first, divided by 7 to the first? Or another way to ask that question is, what is x to the 5th over x to the 5th? X to the what? X to the 0. Because the rule is, all right, let's back up. We're going to restart without restarting the video. All right, ready? What is x cubed over x squared, class? It is x to the first. Does everybody agree? Would you like for me to explain it? I will anyway. That's x times x times x over x times x. Bam, x to the first. Got it? Well, what is x to the 7th over x cubed? X to the 4th. So what do we do to our exponent when we are dividing by like terms? We subtract them. That should make sense, because what do we do when we multiply? We add. When we divide, we subtract. We're going to have more of the things that we're learning today. So that is why 7 to the 0 is equal to 1, because what's x to the 5th divided by x to the 5th? Well, it equals two different things, but those things have to equal each other from the transitive property. So it equals x to the what? It does equal x to the 0, but what is anything divided by itself? Always. And that's why the answer to the first one is 1. Anything to the 0 power is 1. Got it? And that's why. It's not magic. It's a system. Okay. So once again, x to the 1/2 times x to the 1/3 equals x to the 1/2 plus 1/3. Okay? But that's not how you write the answer. Now we got to figure out, how do we want to attack adding fractions today? Okay? We're going to give you two options. The first one is to use my method, which is common denominators. So you would call this 3/6, and you would call that 2/6. How did I get that? I multiplied this one by 1, but I chose 2 over 2. And I multiplied this one by 1, but I chose 3 over 3. And that's how I got to those numbers. But I don't have time to teach you how to do that, because you were supposed to learn that beforehand. And it's okay if you don't. So if you can't do that, so just so you know, the answer is x to the 5/6. Okay? But it's okay. Look, you guys are young adults. There's no reason to try to go backwards. You've been given technology. So you're just, if you don't know how to do that, it's, once again, this will take you longer, but you can use a calculator. You'll do 1/2 plus, and I'm using parentheses because I think you should, 1/3 equals, okay? Now that doesn't get you what you want. So now what do you got to know how to do? You got to use your, go to math. Change this thing into a fraction, hit enter, and there's your 5/6. If you don't know how to use pencil and paper and you don't know how to use your calculator, well then you're just not going to do well. Okay? Those are your options. Got it? Okay. So, our rule for division is that we're going to subtract our exponents. So this is going to be x to the 4/7 minus 2/3. Okay? So what should I multiply 4/7 by? I'm going to multiply it by 1, because that's the only thing I'm allowed to multiply it by. And I'm going to multiply 2/3 by... Savon, do you have a guess? I'm just curious. What do you think I'll multiply that one by? I am going to multiply it by 1. Excellent. And my choice is 7/7. Now watch what's going to happen. You get 12 over what here? 12 over 21 minus, and what do you get over here? There you go. And now the answer is -2 over 21. So that's a weird answer. The answer is x to the -2 over 21. Okay? Once again, you want to use your calculator? Use your calculator. This is America. Okay? All right, now we have a new rule. If you don't like learning the new rule, then just rewrite this with the old rule. So you can consider this 81 to the 1/4 times 81 to the 1/4 times 81 to the 1/4 times 81 to the 1/4, right? And what do we do to our exponents when we're multiplying them? We add them. And what's a 4th plus a 4th plus a 4th plus a 4th? Please get this right. It is a whole. Good. Okay? So the answer is 81. But that's not how you should do that one anymore. So let me teach you the new rule. What do you notice? When we're taking a power to another power, what do? Very good, Adrian. We multiply the powers. But this should start to kind of make sense. When we multiply the things together, what do we do to the exponents? No, when we add, right? So when we take an exponent to the exponent, then we multiply. It's like we're doing one less mathematical operation than this seems like we're doing. And I feel you. This stuff is tricky. People have been getting it wrong for history. So the answer is 81. Well, the answer is 81 to the 1st, okay? Which is 81. You don't, but you will when there's x's involved. Okay, now a tough one. All right, not bad. What did we just learn? When we take a power to a power, what do? No, we multiply. So this will turn into 27x. What's 6 times a third? Another way of thinking that is, what is a third of 6? It's 2. Very good. And on the bottom, it's not going to be so nice. 64y. That's just 4/3. And that's it. Okay? So there's a lot on here. You're going to get it done way before the end of the bell. I do not have the key yet, so I might be just a step behind you, but I'll get it up by the end of the bell. Have a good weekend. Make your decisions. Boom! Boom!